Alright, hey y'all. So this is a new series I'm gonna start. It's called Day Trading to 10K, and basically what I'm doing is I'm trading to 10K. I'm trading till I get to 10K and like net profit, I guess you could say that. So this is day one, obviously, and basically every single day I'm just gonna break down what trade I took, and I'll like update y'all with where I'm at based on the money, all of that, right? So basically today, I took a trade while I was in school. Obviously, I'm still in high school, but that doesn't matter. That's not gonna stop me from trying to get my goals. You know what I mean? But basically, I took a trade today. I took a short. You can obviously right here. I took a short. So what was I thinking behind this trade? So honestly, this is what I was thinking. Right here we have. So I always trade at 7 a.m. When 7 a.m. opens, I'm looking for equal highs or equal lows, or relative equal highs and equal lows, right? And when I look for these, I just see like, right, for example, this is a relative equal high or low, right? Right here. So I saw that, right? And I also have this initial buy side liquidity and sell side liquidity between the 7 a.m. and the 7:30 a.m. range, which is basically the opening range for the hour. So these two initial like liquidities or zones of liquidity, I guess you could say, it doesn't matter. These highs and lows, initial buy side, initial sell side. I was thinking I had a bearish bias because what I was expecting price to do, which I actually did, but I was expecting price to manipulate this price, right? Manipulate this, and then reverse. So that's what I was thinking during this trade, and I had a really strong bearish bias, which if you see right here, obviously it did go down to where I was projecting to. I was projecting it to go down to this new day opening gap right here that I have marked out. I think this was yesterday. This was yesterday's new day. No, it wasn't. Right here. Yeah, this was yesterday's. So on Monday, September 8th. That's that new day opening gap right there. So I was targeting that. This was an inverse value gap right here. So price goes down, sweeps, or doesn't sweep, but creates this liquidity right here. Goes back up. It sweeps this buy side liquidity, right? So I was like, all right, let's look for a bearish trade because that's what my bias was and that's what I thought. So let's just look. So I marked out this. What is this? I marked out this. Oh yeah, I marked out this order block, right? And I was looking for price to retrace back into it, which it did. It did retrace back and went all the way down. Right? Boom. Actually went down to this new day opening gap. Didn't touch it though. Didn't touch it. Price retraced forward. And what I was thinking was, I thought price was going to retrace back into this CB, which is sell side imbalance, buy side, or sell side imbalance, buy side inefficiency. So price is going to retrace back here and then go back down and target this gap, new day opening gap right here. That's what I thought, which it did later, but I got stopped out right here. I entered the trade in right about here. Price made a pretty good move down to the sell side liquidity, and then it used it as a it used the sell side liquidity as a like level of support, you could say, and went right back up to this new day opening gap. Price was really jagged right here and went down, tumbling down, right? So during most of that trade, I was mostly in it was more half and half drawdown and profit, right? And during this trade, actually no, we don't need to do that. I'll go on my phone. I'll show y'all. Okay, so if we go to my Ninja Trader, where is it? Let me go for my orders. Okay. I don't know exactly how. I risked one contract during this trade. That's what I'll tell you that. I can't get down to the exact basics right now. I'll tell y'all later. I'll put in the title how much I lost. But I risked one contract. So it was about like $20. I lost about like $20 during this trade, right? Risk to reward was a bad 1.75. That was pretty good. I feel like if I could in between that like one and 1.5 to 2, maybe to 2.5, it's pretty good. I feel like that's a good trade range to target. It just makes sense when I'm targeting. I feel like this trade wasn't a bad trade. I had the right bias and everything. It's just I should have entered off this right here. So price comes down, right? Price comes down. Look at the precision on this. This low. So this is a new day opening gap as well. Oh no, this is an inverse fair value gap, right? This is an inverse fair value gap. Look how price comes down, bounces off the 0.5 level, like almost perfectly. Up here, down, right? And when I saw this big candle right here, I'm like, dang. I mean, that candle it's a big candle. But what I was thinking was, obviously, I'm not going to make excuses or anything. I'm not the person to do that. But I was not able to see this move completely and like act off it because I was, I think, switching classes, which I need to be on my phone at all times when I'm trading and all of that. So yeah, I feel like what I could have done better was enter off of that definitely for sure because my bias is really strong. I feel like when I'm able to use the power of 3. So obviously power of 3 being up. So accumulation, manipulation right here. Manipulation, or reversal distribution right here. You know what I mean? When I'm able to use that, I'm really like, because price does come back up, but not until PM session, not till lunch, afternoon session of New York. So yeah, that's basically it. I don't know how long it's gonna get me to get, or how long it's gonna take me to get to 10K. It could be fast, like months. It could take years. I don't know, honestly. It's gonna be kind of hard to get there with right now $300. I'm just right now trying to get good with real money and focusing on my strategy, which is opening at 7 to 7:30, getting my initial buy side, sell side liquidity, wait for a move to sweep one of those areas as manipulation, and then wait for the reversal, using confluences like the order block, using an order block, inverse fair value gap, any of those breaker blocks, and then basically when I get that, I'm trying to target new day opening gaps, new weekly opening gaps, all of that. That's basically my strategy for right now. And then like entry strategy, I'm just trying to put my take profit, target obviously these new day opening gaps, areas of liquidity as well. So I was not actually targeting fully this like new day opening gap, but I was targeting this right here, like this line that would cross it. You can also say this liquidity right here. So that was a little bit above here. I don't even know. I got my, yeah, right here. Right before the line. And then I would put my stop loss usually before or above or below, like things that invalidate my trade idea. So obviously this would invalidate my trade idea, which it did. But then price went back up, retested this order block. No, dude, this is a great order block. Let me tell you. Price went up, rejected, boom. Up, huge rejection down. Like, you can't get better than that. You can't get better than that at all. So yeah, just next time I need to be able to catch those moves earlier. I don't feel like this is a bad trade. I feel like this is a really good trade to lose on because I followed all my rules and I made a mistake. But I didn't make a terrible mistake. Like, I didn't make a mistake that, like, causes me, like, my whole account or something. You know what I mean? But like, yeah, let me enlarge the screen. But yeah, that's basically it. My camera quality is pretty trash right now because I'm filming on my computer. But, oh shoot. But we'll work on it, obviously. It's not that big of a deal right now because, I mean, as we get more money, we'll upgrade the quality of the video. But other than that, thank y'all for watching. I do not know if I'll trade tomorrow because, or I don't think I'll trade AM session tomorrow because, let me see. I do not think I would trade the AM session tomorrow. Let me fix my Streamlabs. So I don't think I'll trade the AM session tomorrow, particularly. I can't pronounce that word. Because of, let's go to calendar. Let me filter this. Only for the USD because we're trading NASDAQ. Oh, if I didn't mention, I'm trading NASDAQ mainly. I'm trading indices, so yeah, NASDAQ. I don't really trade the S&P 500 because a lot of the times they'll be really choppy, and I don't trade the Dow because the Dow is just the Dow. Like, it's crazy, bro. But right, tomorrow we at 8:30 a.m., which is during when I trade, when I try to get a good trade in. We have PPI news. We have two PPI news data. I don't want to trade during that because obviously I don't have faster news data, and I don't know when the data will be, like, what the outcome of this will be. So I don't want to risk anything. So if anything, I'll probably trade during Asia session, or afternoon session. I'm not going to trade during this. But even if I can't trade during Asia session because I have some stuff later during the day at that time, I mean, not exactly, but a little bit. If I can't take a trade, then I won't. I probably won't take a trade then, and I'll just sit out this debt today. Thursday, lots of news. Definitely not. Yeah, CPI data and unemployment claims all at 8:30 p.m. The market's going to be super volatile. It's going to go crazy. Yeah, I'm probably not going to trade during morning session as well. Friday, prelim, consumer sentiment. This is basically this data's not that great, like that bad. I might trade during Friday, honestly, but definitely not during tomorrow and Thursday are definitely not going to be. There's not going to be any trades during AM session. No, none. Okay. I'm just saying that because if you guys don't see like a long video of me going over the market, I'm telling you why, because of the news. And the reason why I don't trade during news is that I like to trade on a clean, nice and clean market. I don't like to I don't like being in a trade and then news comes out and then my price just spikes to my stop loss. It could also spike to my take profit, but it's very, very unpredictable and it's very risky, right? And obviously when you trade, you want to minimize your risk, maximize your rewards. I'm minimizing my risk right now by not trading during those news sessions. So basically that's it. So if y'all don't see a trade, I'll film every day. Probably not Saturdays and Sundays. Maybe Sundays if I trade the Asia session or the Asia session. But don't expect a video or don't expect a trade tomorrow and Thursday. You could. I might take a trade. I'm not sure. Depends on my schedule based on trading the Asia session and or both days or afternoon session. That's what I was meant to say. But yeah, thank y'all for listening. Yeah. So this is Road to 10K, day 1. See y'all tomorrow.